My wonderful broskies, super welcome to yet another video where I curate the best games dropping in June of 2025. Now this time I decided to include more games than just first-person shooters, but all the best first-person shooters are in this video as well. I just wanted to make the video a bit longer, maybe not that much longer, but feature more content for you, more value for you. Maybe you're in a month where you're not feeling first-person shooters all that much. Well, don't worry, Papa Slim's got you covered. And if you're feeling first-person shooters, I got you covered as well. These are the best and most brutal games coming in June. Let's go. Let's start with a game that in my opinion looks a bit stale in the trailers, especially animation-wise, but actually is immersive as all hell, and rather fun for that matter. It's a pure tactical game that can be played solo or in co-op, but with a retro twist that you might have seen already. If you looked at the footage and not just listened to my voice, that is. And why do I call it a twist? Well, because most tactical games, they go for as realistic graphics as they possibly can. This game goes for that OG Delta Squad style of graphics, but of course with high resolution. Now this tactical bad boy offers a 15 mission campaign that spans all 3 global theaters, offering replayability through multiple tactical approaches, over 25 weapons, dozens of attachments, and a wide variety of tactical gear, already giving you the tools to play your motherflippin' way. It also has a broad range of tactical equipment, including deployable drones, anti-personnel mines, and multiple grenade types, adding layers of strategic option. And all of that is just for the first version of early access. In the future we will see things like mission editors and modding support, just to mention a few of the things coming. I think I might actually stream this one at launch. Is there any interest in it? Drop your comments down below and let me know.
Let's roll, Fortune.
Now let's dive into the amazingly wonderful world of Lost in Random and its latest game, The Eternal Die, which is a top-down hack-and-slash roguelite, but as with most roguelites releasing today, it's got its very own spin on things, especially when it comes to the upgrade system and the Die companion. To put it mildly, there are a lot of different combinations and upgrades to play around with. And while I only played the demo for a little bit, the hack-and-slash mechanics of this game actually feels great. But the upgrade system, yeah, that was a little bit hard to grasp. There is a little bit too much presented to you too early to really get a grasp of things, you know. Level-wise, it's fairly standard, a maze with traps and enemies that needs defeating, finding loot and shops scattered around, and finally ending with a boss before entering the next floor. Now some of the key elements of the game are fast-paced, second-to-second combat that blends real-time action with tactical decision-making, a unique dice roll mechanic that shifts battles in unexpected ways, 4 diverse and fully upgradable weapons, each with distinct playstyles, 100+ elemental relics, and 15 powerful card-based abilities to customize your very own build. It's got 4 randomly generated biomes filled with secrets, enemies, high-stakes challenges, 30+ unique enemy types, and 4 ruthless world bosses, each demanding skill and strategy. Now I rarely cover backroom games, I feel like they have kind of served their purpose in this world by now, and the hype, it has passed. But as I came across this one, I simply had to put it on the list. Finally, freaking finally, we have the chance to kill the entities that are hunting us. This backroom game will take us through the standard yellow hallways, the pool area, and 3 more areas. And your only goal is to make it out alive. And that goal has never been more fair in a backrooms game than it is now. With assault rifles, shotguns, and pistols laying about, you actually have the means to defend yourself this time. But overall, it looks like a fairly simple game, but the fact that we got guns that work makes the hypometer raise a little bit. Now MindsEye is definitely not your standard video game. It's a game from ex-GTA developers. It's a narrative-driven single-player action-adventure thriller set in the near-future fictional desert city of Red Rock, featuring wicked cinematics, high-octane driving, and explosive combat from game director Leslie Benzies. And the fact of the matter is that it looks quite incredible, all the way from the cutscenes to the shooting and driving. At first I was actually a bit skeptical that it was just going to be an interactive movie type of game, since the trailers do a poor job at showcasing actual gameplay. But I was happily wrong, as I came across a raw gameplay video. This is a full-blown third-person action game with a heavy story and superb cutscenes, and I'm all down for it. Oh, and the footage that you're seeing in the background here is actual gameplay parts of the game, not cutscenes. Dreadzone is a survival game set in a deadly quarantine zone. You get to scavenge for resources, craft tools, build shelters, and survive against dangerous animals, zombies, mutants, and other survivors. You get to explore the zone where desperation drives everyone to do whatever it takes to survive. And on paper, that sounds like quite your standard survival game in many ways. And in many ways it is, but the shooting looks really well polished, as well as the world. It gives me insane Stalker vibes, which is a really good thing here. But if I'm going to be completely honest, survival games really isn't my jam. I'm still looking for that one survival game to really hook me, but I don't think this one will be it. That said, if you are one who generally fancies survival games, then this might be right up your alley, and that's why it's on this list.
For those who do. Awaken.
Now, while on the path of survival crafting, let me show you probably the biggest release inside of that genre in some time. This one, however, is more than just that. It's a full-blown MMORPG survival game, and it's got a lot of mechanics, a deep story, an open sandbox world, and you name it, and this game probably has it. And with that, let's jump to the next game. If you want more on this, there is a beta that you can sign up for now, linked in the game's Steam page. Now, of course, Dune features a boomer shooter. Ruyn HD is a remake of the minimalist boomer shooter Ruyn, rebuilt in Unreal Engine 5. It keeps the fast combo-driven gameplay of the original one, but now features modern visuals, smoother controls, updated audio, and tighter gunplay. Ruyn Classic and the 2D and 3D level editors are included in this version as well. And the best part of it all? It's all free, no microtransactions, no DRM, and no price tag. Sure, it's a bite-sized boomer shooter, but for a few hours of fun in short action-packed levels with a combo system, it's hard to go wrong with free. Are you liking what you're seeing so far? Remember to join the Discord, it's linked down in the description. It's an amazing place, trust me. You don't want to miss out on it. There's friends to be made there. There's talks to be had. There's new games, hidden gems to be found. Games that doesn't even make it to my YouTube channel due to time. It's so much easier just posting a game in the Discord and making a whole flipping video about it. So if you're just a lurker, you're still very much welcome. Join it. Discord link down in the description.
Here's the thing about old cats that you kiddos don't seem to get. They're still kicking. That means a whole mess of folks tried to get them down, but they all bit the dust.
From the studio that brought us Fort Solace, now comes a completely different game. Ultra Mega Cats is a fast-paced roguelike cooperative third-person shooter. In it, you control one of the Mega Cats, armed to the fangs with the goal of escaping corporate captivity while battling hordes of enemies. We get to fight through a series of randomly selected rooms and perform feats of dexterity and skill in an extremely dynamic environment. And we can do it solo or with friends. Yep, yet again, it's your very standard roguelike concept that we have seen perhaps a million times by now. But again, with its very own little twist, like playing as freaking cats. I mean, what? That's freaking awesome! And there is actually a total of 5 different cats in the game, all that play very different from each other, and all offering 50 upgrades each. That said though, at the first stage of early access there will only be 2 cats available. And even though I think the levels might look a little too simplistic judging from the footage, and mayhaps like the game is lacking a little bit of depth to it, I can't deny that it does overall look like a bloody good time. I really like the art style, the colorfulness, that we're playing as freaking super cats. That's just Yes. Now hopefully the game has more to show for it than what the trailers are giving away. At least my fingers are crossed. Yes, yes, and yes, we're heading back into the Control universe. You know Control, that third-person shooter game set inside a megastructure developed by Remedy Games? Yeah, that one. But this time we dive into the Federal Bureau of Control's unpredictable and extra-dimensional headquarters during its darkest and strangest hours. As one of the FBC's fearless first responders, you and your team are on a call to confront everything from reality-warping anomalies to otherworldly monsters, no matter the odds. It's a co-op first-person shooter much in the vein of games like Killing Floor, but instead of waves you have to finish missions. So before you enter a level, you pick and customize your loadout, then in you go with two others, either randoms or friends. Complete missions, kill bosses, gather resources to upgrade, and so on and so forth. And my bloody fingers, they're crossed that the progression is well crafted and balanced in this game, because that is super essential in a game like this. And then my toes, they're crossed that the gameplay actually is just as fun as it looks in the footage here, because the gameplay looks so polished, so smooth. I can't wait to fire on these weapons. With these weapons. Ooh. Oh, now this one I have such mixed feelings on after playing the demo, that is. Essentially, it's another standard roguelike first-person shooter. This one, however, doesn't introduce many twists at all. None that really made it feel unique or very interesting, at least. Don't get me wrong, I love its setting. It's set in Norse mythology. I love the premise of killing mythological creatures, blending fantasy weapons and more lifelike ones. But I can't deny that at least in the demo, the combat felt incredibly stale, with little to no punch to it, no impact or smooth animation work. And the rooms that we fight creatures in, they didn't feel well thought out at all. The enemies, they're extremely easy as is, and the levels does nothing to push you in any direction or use its vantage points or anything like that. And the permanent upgrades, well, they're very standard, with collect currency in your run and get more health and damage in your hub world. You guys know that standard drill, and this game, it has all of those standard drills in it. But I do really wish that this one evolves over time, get a lot of more polish into it, rework levels and weapons. And while I have my doubts, I'm still hopeful, because the developers, they seem to be really awesome and they're hungry for all and any feedback on the game. They're working super hard to implement and tweak changes to the game after receiving feedback. But if it is beyond saving or not, well, I can't surely tell, but I will keep having my eyes on this one for some time to come.
Okay, let's go through all of this once again. We have 3 days before the sun rises and burns everything to ash. And we're stuck in front of a giant river of lava. If we want to survive, we need to act now. We stick to the plan.
Now this one might be one of the more unique games on the horizon. A game blending adventure, exploration, deep storytelling, base building, management and survival all in one. To put things very simple, The Altars is an ambitious sci-fi survival game with a unique twist. You play as Jan Dolsky, the lone survival of a crash-landed expedition on a hostile planet. Now to survive, you must form a new crew for your mobile base, using a substance called Repedium. And with that, you create alternative versions of yourself called the Altars, each one shaped by a different crucial decision from the protagonist's past, and each one holds special skills like being a technician or a doctor as an example. And personally, what really intrigues me with this game is the way that it blends this base management in a way that reminds me of something like Theme Park Hospital, but then expands on it with a deep story and a gorgeous and very interesting world to explore.
Your time is running out.
This place is a womb where we grow our future.
Your weapons fail. Your ammunition runs low.
And you've yet to see our most beautiful creation. All you have is your hatred and your individuality.
Now don't you wish you joined us? Would you then feel so alone?
The System Shock 2 remaster is finally dropping. Now before we jump into what System Shock 2 is, I want to emphasize that if you backed System Shock 1 Remake on Kickstarter, there was a tier that would give you this game for free. So make sure that you check your email upon launch if you backed at that tier, or if you pre-ordered System Shock 1 Remake, the promise was that this game would come for free as well. We're still awaiting more details on how that process will be handled, but Night Dive recently responded that it had not been forgotten and it shall happen. Now System Shock 2 is all about surviving a corrupt AI that wants nothing but to annihilate you. While the first game held your hand at absolute motherflippin' minimum, this one holds it just a little bit more. It goes from near impossible to finish to quite manageable with effort. Which personally, in my book, is all I need to enjoy this immersive sci-fi experience. I love the setting, I love the enemies, I love the inventory management and the actual fear and tension the game brings with its difficulty. But I hate getting lost for hours on end because I missed one single clue in a letter that was 4 pages long. So hopefully, the System Shock 2 remaster can tingle the balls in just the right way on the 26th of June. Aha, USA versus Russia, yeah. You finally get to live out the dark, sick and twisted war fantasy of our politicians. Broken Arrow was recommended to me by another broski, and if not, it would probably have slipped by me, so thank you for the recommendation, broski. Now Broken Arrow is a modern war game in the style of an RTS. It features over 300 plus different military units and modern technologies, and the game is said to be extremely responsive with intuitive controls that offers an insane amount of depth, but with a very manageable learning curve and easy to learn controls. Now apart from being a big scale war simulator, the game also offers a mission editor, meaning Steam Workshop is available in this one, where the community can create their own scenarios and share it with the world. And this old bald dad can at times completely get sucked into RTS games just like this one. But, as I said, only at times. The mood has to be right for me, and that's why this one goes right into When the Mood Strikes list. And if you have one of those, it should be on yours as well.
Attention, scum! You are in defiance of the Emperor's law. You cannot hide. You cannot escape. We are judgment. Prepare for sentencing.
Ah, Darktide keeps on getting better and better, huh? This time with a new class. A class that has a commandable dog companion at your side called Arbites. Arbites? Oh fuck. Called something Warhammer. So if you were looking for a good reason to jump back into Darktide, then the 23rd of June would be a great time for you to jump back in and try this new class out.
Buraya kadar Türk. Cehenneme hoş geldin.
Now last but absolutely not least is Ertugrul of Ulukayin. Oh, the pronunciation is horrendous from my side today, or the names are horrendous, not my pronunciation as well. Nonetheless, my deepest apologies for butchering the names. In this game, we get to explore medieval Turkish times in semi-open zones. We get to forge relationships or enemies with tribes and fight the Mongols and fairy tale monsters in what looks like some indie Unreal Engine visuals. Now I can't tell for sure, but judging from the footage, the combat seems to be a bit of a mix with Horizon bow action meets the rhythmic combat of a Souls-like game. A good mix from the looks of it, dropping on the 12th of June. Broski, you're freaking amazing. If you haven't, hit that like and subscribe on the video. It means the world to me. Every single bit and piece of support really helps my journey in making YouTube a full-time thing sometime in the future. But most of all, thank you for watching all the way to the end. That warms this old man's heart and might actually grow a hair or two on my head again just because of the love. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, but I was supposed to end this video. Just remember that Papa Slim, he thinks you're bloody awesome, and he will see you in the next one. Over and out.